Okay, right. Since we're doing something new today, we're making a space station. Yeah, we're making a space station of some sort to be made available for any spaceship to be refueled at the space station itself. Alright, because generally, if you launch a spaceship, majority of the weight has to be in the form of fuel itself. So that takes a lot of fuel on the spaceships. So what this going to be itself is actually this going to be parked on an orbit around the Kerbal, and then whenever there's a spaceship fly towards the space, they will most certainly has already used up like at least half of their fuel, trying to escape the actual gravity. So this station, all the ships will dock here. You see all the docking ports here, they are made available. Alright, so ships will stay here, refuel, and then they should be able to resume their intended destination, let's say to the moon or Minmus, maybe perhaps planets further away, with more than ample fuel to actually let them accomplish the mission. This is what actually is being done on a real-time basis, whereby the ISS, or International Space Station, is currently orbiting the Earth right now, and then afterwards they will go spaceships going towards the outer space. Whenever possible, they will try to dock, transfer resources, and also and then resume their flight towards. So this will be the basis of the space station itself. So this will be the fuel station. We can add in more stuffs here later on, but to be sure, I need to make sure that this launch successfully, park in a good orbit, like 300,000 kilometers above the Kerbal planet. Alright, so we're going to launch this one first. Alright, so this one will be a very rudimentary platform. We don't have to be so rigid on this, but still I still need to make sure that this particular spaceship reaches orbit accordingly. Right, so what we're going to do right now is make sure that this stays up, and to lift this particular tank we need to actually have a very big engine. Right, so where's the fairings aerodynamics? Right, no, not this one. Payload, yeah, payload. This one I think need coupling as well. Where's the coupling? Alright. So payload, fairings. Alright. Okay, there we do. Right, so now we need a massive fuel tank to actually get this thing up into the orbit first. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to need this orange tank, and there's the coupling and the hydraulic detachment mod here. Right, we're going to attach two of these and another two of these here. Alright, for aerodynamic purposes, I'm going to put this one. Nah, screw that. Don't need the aerodynamics there. Right. Going to need a good engine for this. It's going to be a two-stage rockets. When launched, all these three engines will go simultaneously first. Okay, and then once the fuel reserve has gone out, then okay, where's the fuel? Fuel, where are you? Fuel tanks, fuel, right. And also we need some aerodynamics tail fins. Yeah, tail fins. We need 4 of them here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right. And for structural stability, we're going to need this. And one more for this, so that the spaceship will not be wobbling like mad. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, good enough. And there should be one more thing. Where's the structural? Yeah, there you go. Right, so this one will launch first. We're going to need this and also this to come here on the same stage. This one will fire up, and then these two tanks will deplete their fuel first. So we're going to jettison this one, eject this one, and this one will remain active until it ran out of fuel. And then we're going to detach this one, okay, and then we're going to use this particular inner engine to make sure that we reaches the 300 kilometers circular orbit around Kerbin. This will be our first stage, so we're going to name this central module. Central station better, right? So we're going to launch this one first. Actually, I'm going to need this one as well. Right, stable enough. Right, save and launch. Okay, right, so now this is the station ready to launch. So we're going to aim for 300,000 kilometers circularizing Earth. 300 kilometers, sorry, not 300,000, that's too much. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So far so good. Initiate turns. Okay, 65 degrees heading go. Right then. This will not explode, I can assure you that. Alright, until 15,000, then we're going to make sure that we'll launch it full speed once again. Alright, go. Alright. Bye bye booster. Alright, the reason why I put these fairings is to protect the inner parts from this dynamic air pressure. If I don't do this, then the things here will be damaged and possibly explode. Okay, so now we got ourselves 85,000 apoapsis. 2 to 5. Two and 5 close enough. All right. How much was this? 120. 120, and this one is 946. I'm going to start the burn early first. Alright, go. See, no explosion. There's no explosion. Done this correctly, you know. Alright, now we're waiting for the circularization to take place. The orbit is coming to shape. So this one will be our lowest periapsis. I mean the lowest point of the orbit. In conjunction with Kerbal, and this will be our highest point, which will be 315 kilometers, but this might change over time, so I'm going to do some further adjustment later on. Right, now waiting for the circularization to be done. Okay, so the camera movement has already been changed, so we will achieve the circularization here, and right. Okay, synchronization achieved 317 and 85. Right, so we're going to adjust this one. This one still an elliptical shape, we're going to make it a circular shape. So the way we do it is by here, apoapsis, we make a maneuver node so that this particular periapsis increase until this one's 149, 194, 231. Whoops, that's a bit. Alright, 317 and 318. Alright, we need to need 147 meters per second delta V or velocity that required. Nope, this ship will not go home, it will stay in space forever. So that's why all the necessary docking ports are available here, so that any other ships can come in and dock. Right. And if we require to, we can always bring this ship, bring this station back towards the Kerbin once again. Destroyed, of course, but not now. This one will be the first phase, and there will be a few more phases until we complete this particular space station. There will be lots of dockings to be done later. Alright, 19 should be 19, 19, 20, 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. Alright, think that should circularize enough. Alright, 317 and 317. Wow, we're cutting it really close. Alright, so the reason why we keep this particular orbit circular, because whenever we launch a spaceship later on, they will have to aim for this particular height first, so that they can actually do a rendezvous or meet up with this station to dock and so on and so on. Right, so first stage is done, so we're going to go back towards our space center for the second module. Okay, second module. What should we do? Oh, okay, there you are. Ulanda. Nope, not this one. Where's the tree one? Here you go. Where's the coupling? There you go. coupling. Alright, there you go. Oh no, not yet, not yet. Where's the fuel? There you go. And also the engine here, poodle. Fuel, right, where you go? So this will be our lander. Right, and we're going to need some parachutes. Where's the parachute? Radial. Oh, right. Electrical. These as well. Yeah, parachutes like electricity signs. No science for today, right? Because this is actually a sandbox version. So yeah, but thanks anyways. Okay, where's the mass? Mass is there, so where's the command control? Is it very laggy? No. else? What else do we need? Alright, nothing more. Alright. What an ugly looking pairing. Alright, this might need a two-stage rocket. Second stage will be mainsail. First stage. Where's the coupling? Coupling. Alright, there you go. Oh no, going to use this. 4 and then engines. Wait, I'm building this. $2,500. Is it enough? I'm not sure it's actually enough or not. Change this. Mainsail. 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. Right, then 4. Check your staging. Check your staging. This one will need tail fins, 4 of them, as usual. Structural. Is it enough? Will it be enough? Don't have mods. If I got mods, then I'll try to make it as look like a Merlin 9 or SpaceX, with all the 9 engines underneath it. But since I only got this one, the best that I can do is actually make it this look like this instead. I don't think so. I need the solid fuel state actually. I'm going to need this. This should be more than enough Delta V to actually make us into space, and then the next thing will be to orbit ourselves at the space station. Right, hang on. Where's one more thing here? Yeah, here you go. Launch stability enhancer. also we need aerodynamics, just because. This might be overkill, but whatever. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, I forgot the stabilizer. Hang on. Revert flight. Vehicle assembly. Forgot to put struts. Okay, that will do. Okay, should be fine now, I guess. Alright, the goal is bring this ship up into orbit and then rendezvous with this. So set this one as target, and then wait, this one should be left, and then we try to synchronize. Right, never mind. So we should start with this first. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, space. Counterclockwise, yeah. The orbit direction is counterclockwise. From here to here. Solid fuel done. No, no! Ah! Alright, stage time. Alright, go. Manually steering the. So now we're going to have to start turning. Right, come on. $45, come on. Right. To get 80,000 meters first. Alright. Now we're going to get this to be circularized. Hang on. 75 and 167. Alright, that should be good. Alright, we got half fuel here, and somehow we're going to have to make do with this to actually rendezvous with the ship. Alright, never mind. We do what we best. Go. So this one will be detached, and then our final stage engine here. We're going to make a visit to our space station. Detach, please. Alright. And go. Bye, booster. This was not a VG launcher. Have to detach this, or we will not be making orbit. Finally. $86 and $140, and how about the ascending nodes? Okay, our moon lander, we finally managed to get into orbit. So now we are planning to rendezvous with this particular station now. Okay. So now we have to align the orbit first. Oh, not this one. Alright, how far I should do this? 10 seconds, right? So 10 seconds. I have to fire my engine 5 seconds before, so that before the node. 5 seconds, yes. Now hurry up. Go. Alright, there we go. I call that a yes. Right, so now to make a rendezvous with this, I'm going to have to use this one first. Right, head maneuver. Okay. I'm trying to right now. So the first thing that we need to do for docking is actually to make sure this meet this. They will have to meet with each other first. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Do not attempt docking. Right. Okay, so now intersect here and here. Going to have to do some adjustment again, right, somewhere around here. Oops, no. Okay, there's a lot of things to be done here right now. Right, hang on. 15 seconds, whichever. 7, 8. I go for 8. Now, that's a bit more. 317 separation 1. Alright, that's the note that we're looking at. Alright. They're not called Kerman, they're called Kerbal, B-A-L. Yeah. Right, need a 25 seconds burn so that I got a rendezvous with the space station. The sun is too far away. You need lots of delta V to go there. Alright, how much is that? 24. Go. Good. Oh man, 45. Okay, see the orange and also the what's this? Is something like purple. We're going to go for orange. Alright. Right now, the closest distance in between them is actually 45.5 kilometers. We're going to have to close it up as close as we can, we're going to make the separation at distance as small as we can get, preferably like 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers around there. So we're going to have to do some RCS maneuver. Hang on. go for this one first. Nope, not this one. Alright. No ETA yet. I'm actually trying to close up the separation distance as much as I can first. No need ladders. Because now we're going to meet up with the space station first. The maneuvering to meet this up is actually quite complicated. So we're going to complete this one first. Alright, hang on. 28, 27, 26, 5, 4. Hang on. Come on. Alright, 5 kilometers. And relative speed is 269. Alright, never mind. Close up the distance first, and then we make do with the closing in on the relative speed. So we're going to save here first, and then we should warp here. Right. Humor settings are not accepted. Right, see there? That's the space station. We're inching closer. How long is it? 2 minutes. Wait. Need to do anti-target. Oh no, retrograde burn. Alright, so now we are approaching the space station here. Now the distance is at 36 kilometers and closing in fast, a bit fast, because right now the speed in between us, the distance of closing in is actually at 269 per second. 269 meters per second. So now we're going to get in as close as we can, and then we're going to kill off the relative speed so that it will be close to 0, so that we can actually free floating around the space, and then only then we can make do with the docking maneuvers. So for now, I've already aimed my engine here at the opposite end so that it can help us to reduce our speed with the station as fast as possible. Because in space you don't have brakes, so in order to slow yourself down, you have to fire off your engine at the opposite end. So if you're going towards this direction and you're going to slow down, you have to point your engine towards this direction so that you can actually slow yourself down, because there's no brakes. Alright, never mind. So we're closing at 15 kilometers. I do another save here just to be safe. Too many numbers. Are we there yet? Okay, almost. How much is the ETA? I'm not very sure yet. Alright, so we're going to switch on the lamps here. Battery is good enough still. Alright. Go. fast. Alright, so now we overshot the station by quite a bit. So now we're closing in back towards the central station by at 10 meters per second. That should be around the speed of an object free falling under a gravity influence. I believe it should be what was it? 9.8 meters per second. Yeah, around that figure. Right. So now we're going to close in first. Then after we close in, then we only then do our docking maneuvers. Right. So I'm going to speed up this a bit. Alright. Right. So now we need to kill off our speed here at 0 meters per second. Hang on, just a bit. Okay, now we're basically floating in space. Where is it? Okay, there. Now we're going to turn towards the ship first. And no, this one hitch. Alright, hitch. So now I'm not using the rocket engine anymore, but I'm using this, the RCS or reaction control system. Even the SpaceX also got this particular function whereby they use the nitrogen or monopropellants to actually do the maneuvering. So this one, because it's actually 4 directions, you can go upward, up, down, left and right. So this one I will be slowing down just a bit. So hang on. Alright, 0.8 meters per second. We're going to get sunlight. Yeah, that's the sun right now. So our projection should be fine at this moment. So we try to speed up a bit, like 1 meter per second our distance. So ever so slowly we're closing in. Line up program and target. Right. Um, this one will be a very tricky one. Yep, IJKL. Yes. Mm, okay, I'm going to close in for a bit. No, no, stop. Is it raining in space? Why is it spinning? Stop spinning. Right. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm practicing right now. Hang on. Alright, I need to address the floating first. Hang on. Where's the best one? Okay, now. Ah! Hang on, hang on, hang on. Hang on. I need to kill the speed. I need to kill the speed first. No, it's not there. Okay, now L, no. Okay. Alright, hang on. Need to reassess. Okay. Now I need to go to the right first. So J. Ah. I know I need to practice on this. I really do. Central must not move. Central must not move. This ship should move there, because Central, the weight balance, the weight distribution is very much off balance right now due to this particular tank. Alright. So uh, killing the speed first, so that I can fine tune it further. Alright, so now no, this. Oh, it's a bit. Right, so now I need to inch up a bit to the forward. Hitch for a bit. Alright, I'm going to go a bit up. No. Alright, I think it should be right. Hang on. Kill the speed. Tilt just a bit so that come on, bit further. Yes. Finally. Finally, a successful docking between Moonlander and also the central station. I really need to practice more. Seriously, I really need to practice more. Alright, sail first. Alright, so we are here to do what we need to do, which is basically to transfer Alright, let's see our trajectory first. Right, so here is us right now. This will be the moon, and furthermore there will be minmus. Right, for this exercise we're going to go for the moon first. Alright, the moon, and then after safe landing here, then we go back to Kerbin, and that will be the transfer fuel. Yeah, transfer fuel transfer. So this one is fully loaded already. This one I just need I think we really need so much. Right, so now after all this, we're going to detach this one. This spaceship will proceed towards the moon. We land there, and then after a brief period of time, then we go back towards the Kerbin. That will be our exercise for today. Alright, so let's make things hurry up for now. Control from here. Where is it? Dock. What happened? Okay, right, so we detach ourselves. So we got a lot of fuel right now, so there should be more than enough for us to make the travel towards the moon here, and then enough also to come back as well. Right, so now we're plotting a course to dissect the moon. Right, so here, so after a while, after we travel a certain speed, then we'll go towards we'll go into the moon sphere of influence. We're going to set up an orbit around. Okay, variable says 428, US is 224, 159. Right, that should be good enough. Right, So 1 minute 70, 60, 77, 77, 40 seconds. Right, should be okay. Now we are trying our best to reach this velocity. We need to burn this speed so that we increase our speed for the orbital speed, and while doing that we're also reducing as much mass as possible so that we can make our spaceship a bit lighter and possibly faster to reach this particular orbit speed. We're going to need to to kill off a bit more. That should be good enough. Alright, with this current trajectory right now, we're going to go over this blue line, and then once here the moon should be somewhere around here, and we're going to be cut off around the moon's gravity area, sphere of influence, or SOI. This one will be the closest closest distance or altitude. Yeah, I understand that nowhere special to the moon, but the just a practice, because I'm lacking practice. Afterwards, then I'll manage myself a minimus mission, or maybe perhaps we go even further. But for now, I need a practice first. So right now, if we go for the moon encounter, if we don't change anything, it will escape this and it will go further away until a Kerbin escape here, which means if you go for Kerbin escape, then we'll go all the way towards the solar system. Right, but for now we're focusing on the moon first so that we can actually practice more towards here, land, and then do some things around here, and then come back towards the Kerbin. I think that should be a good exercise, I think. Right, so now we just wait until we got an encounter with the moon. So just walk here then. Alright. Soup. Alright. Now we're in the moon area right now. So we'll do a whoops. Okay, right. Almost right. We're going to do a circularization around the moon, which means we're going to kill off our speed. Come on. So 173 and 139. Alright. So we're approaching moon quite fast right now. But we're going to need to kill off 257 meter per second speed. I don't think that we're going to use up a lot of fuel around here. Yeah, me too. Compared to Minmus landing is too easy. Moon is actually a bit harder. Alright, 22 seconds should be 12 seconds, I believe. Right, we're going to kill off the speed for now. 30 seconds, right. 3, 2, 1, go. Many attempts try to land on the sun. It will it will never work because when you reach this, when you try to reach the sun, the spaceship heats up so much until there's no possibility it will blow up before you got even close to the sun. Right, so now we got a circularization around the moon right now. So I'm going to do some orbiting around the moon first while we get to a more preferred location for a landing procedure to do. Alright, hang on. Hi there. Yeah, along those lines. Okay, right. Alright, so now what we are aiming for right now is the apoapsis here, the highest location, the highest point will be somewhere closer to the sun so that we can actually get the electric charge as much as possible, right? So this one should be good enough. Right. 347, hang on. Vessel, how much? 853, alright, more than enough. Alright, 415 seconds, 415 speed right now. We're going to kill off almost 408 meters per second, and then afterwards there will no longer be a circularization, but instead this will be a bit of free falling. Yes, I'm intending to land. Alright, so afterwards the speed will be determined by the moon gravity, and we're going to make ourselves towards the moon surface, and then we're trying to go for a land. Right, so hang on, not in 12 minutes. I'm going to speed up this a bit. Moon landing is actually quite straightforward. You go around, you kill off the speed, and then the moon will pull you back towards your towards the surface itself, and then you try to slow down, and then hopefully you land in one piece. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. That's the moon. Oh, that's the moon. Alright. Okay, now here is our trajectory right now, and we'll try to slow ourselves as much as possible before we hit the surface, which is currently at 11 meters per second. Right, we're going to save a bit here, and then we'll slow down towards the surface. Alright, making sure that I have all this. Alright. 94,000. Alright, closing in. So I'm going to start my burn, entry burn around 70. No, hang on. Yeah, 70k, and then we'll slow down, and then our landing burn should be around 10,000. Alright, go. Right. So next, our burn should be around 10,000 meters above the surface. Alright. We got about 1,273 delta V, so I'm going to use my RCS as well. I think you should start RCS around 20k. Oh shit. Come on, come on, come on. Kill the speed, kill the speed. No, 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 no. I will not explode. I'm doing fine. Whoops, I overshot. No! Okay. Right. Okay. Alright. Alright, the good news is I managed to land. The bad news is I blew up my engine. No! 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 Ah! How can I go back? Yes! The impact was too strong for the legs to catch up first, and so the surface actually hit the engine first, and the engine exploded. Oh no! How can I go back? No! This is what we call a landing when bad. And also the ICS thruster that we have right now is not sufficient enough to actually lift us up from the moon surface, right? See? I try to blast off, doesn't do anything. The thrust is actually very low. Alright, never mind. At least we did another moon landing. And it should be good enough. I'm not sure whether I should attempt to do a rescue mission. Actually, I think we should, but not for today. I have something somewhere else I have to go, and I'll try to think up a good rescue mission. The platform, the rocket, the machinery to go there, right? And then I'll plan to save all these three to come back towards the cabin safe and sound. Right. So for now I'm going to sign off for a bit and see you guys later. Right. Thank you so much. Bye.